Hey, Dave Kaminsky here, Web Video University, and this video was recorded using Camtasia, but it was edited using Adobe Photoshop CS6 Beta. But wait a minute, Photoshop is an image editing program, not a video editing program, right? Well, with CS6, they've added the ability to edit video within Photoshop, and as a matter of fact, for most people, they'll be able to do just about everything they'll ever need to do when it comes to editing video within Photoshop. Let me show you real quick how it works. I'm going to open up a video clip, and this clip was shot on a Canon DSLR. I open it up in Photoshop. Here's my preview window. Down here is the timeline with my clip. I can play it, and you're watching the video play again within Photoshop. And let's say I want to go ahead and trim out some things of this clip that I don't want to use, a typical function that you do in video editing software. I'm just going to move the playhead where I want, and I'm going to cut out the stuff that I don't need. And I can just click on these, hit the delete key, and now I've got just the clip that I want to use. Now let's say I want to do some color correction on this clip. Well, Photoshop's going to excel at that because that's what Photoshop is all about, manipulating images. So I'm going to go over here, and let's say I want to change the brightness and contrast of my video. Very easy to do. Say I want to adjust the vibrance. Say I want to make it look more like a World War II movie. Very easy to do. I think you get the idea. We've got all these options over here. Now let's say I want to add some text to my video, something very common that you do when editing video. You can add multiple tracks in Photoshop. They call it a video group. I call it a track. I'm going to do a new video group. And let's say I want to add some text up here. I'll go to the text tool, click right here. I can type, "This is text." So that's how you would add text. Now let's say I want to add a graphic, a lower third image to my video. Well, I can do that as well. What I'm going to do is I'll go here, I'll create another new video track, and I will go to my plus button, and I'll grab an image, import it, and now you can see I've added a lower third graphic to my video. And if I play this, you can see how everything appears. Now, another thing you can do is you can mix and match different types of footage within Photoshop. For example, I just added a clip here that came from a Canon DSLR. Now I will go ahead and put my playhead right here, and I'll add some new media. And this clip is from a camera that shoots in the AV-CHD format. It's a .mts file. I'll open it up, and you can see it's been added to the timeline, and I can play it here, and the footage plays just fine. And let's say I wanted to add a transition in between these two clips. You can do that as well. Go over here, click on transitions, and then you just drag down the transition that you wanted to use. Additionally, with each of the clips down here, you'll see this little play button. If I click on that, we have a video and audio section. This is telling us the duration of the clip, and we can go right here to make our clip slow motion or fast motion, or we can go over here to the audio. This is where we would adjust the volume or add fade in, fade out, or mute the audio. And finally, when you've got everything edited and you need to export or render your video so you can upload it to YouTube or wherever else, you would just go to File, choose Export, and then they have Render Video, and that will pop up with a window that uses the Adobe Media Encoder to go ahead and encode your videos, and they have a variety of different presets and formats that you can use. So that is a look at Adobe Photoshop CS6 Beta. It is beta software. You can download it for free. Try it out yourself. I'll have a link where you can do that below this video, or simply Google Adobe Photoshop CS6 Beta to find a download link. Once again, I'm Dave Kaminsky of Web Video University.